This 60-inch Cub Cadet mower is now ready for its end of season servicing. So we're going to get on this thing and do a grease job on all the grease fittings and also change the oil. One of the things you want to do before you start this project is to first clean off the mower. Get all the grass clippings and anything else, any grease or anything else that's around off it, so you have a clean work area. Number two, you want to run it for about 5 minutes first to get the oil warm enough so it flows easily and you're able to get a complete oil change. To change the oil, you need a couple of things. First, you need a correct oil filter, which you can get from your manufacturer's manual. And then you need a pair of oil filter pliers. And right here we have a pair of Tech Teams number 702, which can do the job just nice for us because they can reach right in there, get right around that oil filter and twist it right off its connection for us. On this particular mower, the discharge for the oil is right here underneath. You can see it's a little bit dirty, so we're going to clean that off with a rag first, and then we're going to empty the oil. And after we've emptied all the oil into a container so that we can environmentally dispose of it, we're going to put new oil in and attach a new filter. Now we've cleaned off the drain fitting, we need to hold back on the one side, and on the other side we'll use another pair of these channel lock pliers to turn that plug out. We'll turn it counterclockwise, and since these are basically pipe fittings, there's no problem using pipe style tools. This is a rather small oil filter, so we're adjusting these down to the smallest diameter setting. Now we're going to fit these pliers down just between the engine and the fuel line and get them right on the oil filter, and we're going to turn it counterclockwise just till we get it free. And once we got it turning freely, then we're going to be able to get in there and unscrew it by hand. Since the oil filter by definition has oil in it, what you want to do is you want to put down a piece of paper towel or a rag underneath it so that when you unscrew it, any oil that gets out is going to leak onto the rag and not make a mess. Now we have our new filter ready to go here. We want to take a little bit of the waste oil from the old filter and just rub it around and put it on the rubber seal. It's this way you make a better connection and prevent any leaks when you screw it on. And to put this filter on, we just take it out and we put it onto the threaded fitting and turn it clockwise till it's hand tight. There it is, hand tight, and this end of the project's good to go. And while we've been doing that, we've been allowing the oil to drain out here. This is not a huge engine, so it doesn't have a lot of oil, but the oil drains very slowly, so take your time and make sure you get all of it out. We're draining this into an old oil container. Unfortunately, this is translucent. It has hash marks showing where each quart level is, which is great when you're filling it, but also, since this was empty when we began, and now we drained all the oil into it, we can see that we've drained exactly 2 quarts out. So that's what we're going to do when we put the oil back in. Put 2 quarts of new oil in, run the engine for about a minute so the filter gets filled, and then check with the dipstick to make sure that we're right where we need to be. Just a little hint here. When you run your engine to get the oil to circulate, make sure you have your dipstick in place, otherwise the oil is going to splatter out all over you. Okay, perfect job. We're filled right to the top of the second mark, and it's just where we want it to be.